Buying your first Mercedes-Benz is a very special and important moment, and you want to make the right decision with the perfect Mercedes. Mercedes-Benz Malaysia's commitment towards local assembly has made the three-pointed star even more attainable to those who have always dreamt of owning a Benz. The Mercedes-Benz range in Malaysia starts with the locally assembled A-Class sedan and GLA. Prices starts from 210,000 ringgit for the A200 sedan progressive line and 232,000 ringgit for the GLA 200 progressive line. These two models will be the volume seller for Mercedes-Benz Malaysia because who can resist a brand new Mercedes at a lower price point? But between the A-Class sedan and GLA SUV, which should be your first Mercedes? Let's find out. Hello everybody, this is Adrian from WapCar.my here to help you find your next perfect car. Style is the cornerstone of any Mercedes-Benz, and it's not surprising that someone will buy one of these cars purely on aesthetic reason alone. I mean, just look at them. New generation Mercedes-Benzes are very pretty things to look at. When buying a premium brand, it's not always about the objective reasoning or the features on the spec sheet. It's more of the intangibles. Brand prestige, personal aspiration, desire. Driving around in a three-pointed star automatically is a symbol of success, a very convincing business card. The A sedan is definitely the sportier of the two, slick silhouette, sharp front fascia. It's the car that you want to be seen in when you roll up at functions and meets. I personally think this is one of the best looking modern Mercedes. It's a very attractive alternative to the C-Class, especially if you're looking for something that's less executive looking than the C. And I find that this A250 AMG line hits the sweet spot of being sporty yet elegant. And why do I say so? It packs 224 horsepower and 350 Nm of torque courtesy from the M260 2-litre turbo engine. That is hot hatch territory. Sprinting from 0 to 100 takes a mere 7.2 seconds based on a WapCar test, and the AMG line trimming just gives it that extra aggression inside and out. The GLA, on the other hand, appeals to a wider audience. Families will love that it's an SUV, those with an active lifestyle would appreciate its more practical proportions and ride height, but either way, the GLA by and large is a good-looking car. It's very proportionate too, thanks to the extra window by the rear three-quarter panels that brings visual harmony to the side profile. It's perfectly sized for our roads too, not too big, not too small. Offers you that tall driving position and unobstructed outward visibility that everyone loves out of an SUV. It's a more practical and spacious car too compared to the A-Class sedan. For those who enjoys family outings, great outdoors, or family outings at the great outdoors, the GLA would be your ideal companion. But despite its more practical nature, it still oozes the desirability of a three-pointed star logo. Driving dynamics, the two are pretty similar because they both ride on the modular front architecture MFA2 platform. So it's light on its feet with a very accurate steering and obedient body control. So you have great fun behind the wheel of these cars. One aspect that I cannot highlight enough in Mercedes-Benz compact cars range is the driving position. Because of the transverse engine and front-wheel drive layout with good packaging, you get a perfectly sized footrest in the driver's footwell. Now this just gives a so much more organic, relaxing driving position, especially for long distance driving. The M260 2-litre turbo delivers strong performance throughout the rev range. Ooh. And in the 250 models, it gets a multi-link rear suspension as opposed to torsion beam in the 200 models, which gives it an edge when sorting out sharp bumps and undulations. It's especially noticeable when you hit an expansion joint mid-corner at higher speeds. The torsion beam setup in the 200 models are equally well sorted. It's pliant, comfortable, holds itself pretty well through the corners, and this M282 1.3-litre turbo petrol unit is such a fantastic piece of kit. It's peppy with strong low to mid-range torque. It's fantastic in the city. 250 Nm is all you ever need for everyday city driving. Although yes, I'll admit, if you're Traveling at high speeds, at triple-digit speeds, you want to pull away. In the 2-litre turbo unit, you'll be more at ease doing this. If you ask me whether entry-level Mercedes-Benzes are worth considering, I would give a resounding yes. They are well-equipped, well-packaged, lovely to drive, and so exciting to be in. It is by no means that you've paid a hefty premium just for a Mercedes-Benz badge on an empty shell. Seated inside either the A-Class sedan or GLA, you will be greeted by gorgeous widescreen cockpit, 64-color ambient lighting, intuitive connectivity, autonomous emergency braking, and premium touchpoints all around. If you are torn between the A-Class sedan and GLA and space is not a concern to you, then it boils down to what kind of image that you want to portray. Whether is it a sporty young professional or an outgoing active family person. Either way, you won't be disappointed. But you can see which I'm leaning towards.